getting harder erections is counterintuitive. You don't need to take supplements and you don't need to increase your testosterone. You just need to recognize the behaviors that you're currently doing that are actually causing your erection quality to be weak, and then you need to change those behaviors. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Cam Joyner, and I had a severe case of sexual anxiety, and it led to severe erectile dysfunction. And I struggled with that for about 7 years before I finally overcame it. And I've been helping guys like you go from sexual anxiety to having normal, healthy sex lives for the last 7 years. So if you want some help with this problem, go to my website, nopillsnosurgery.com, and sign up for a free consultation. We'll find out if you're a good fit for me and I'm a good fit for you. So erections happen effortlessly. So if you think about the last time you had a really good erection during a sexual experience, you probably weren't like, I'm going to have a really good erection, and then you just forced it to happen. It probably, you were just in a sexual situation, and in that moment you were relaxed, and so the erection happened. And so it's best to think about erections as not something that you cause, but something that you can only interfere with. So in the right situation, you're going to get hard whether or not you want to. But there's a lot of things that you can do to prevent it from happening. So the thing that you are likely doing to prevent it from happening is by putting yourself into an emotional state where you've actually lost before the bedroom even happens. So when you walk into the bedroom, if you've felt anxious about this problem all day, chances are that you are probably going to lose an erection no matter what. So imagine like leaving your great aunt Ethel's funeral. Like, hope you don't actually have a great aunt Ethel who's dying, but if you imagine an imaginary great aunt Ethel and you're leaving her funeral and you're sad, you two were really close, she really cared about you. Chances are in that situation, you're probably not going to feel aroused. You're not going to be getting an erection or like thinking about, sex. And the reason for that is that there are certain emotional states that will allow you to get hard. And there are certain emotional states where it's going to be significantly more difficult. If you're very sad, it's difficult to get aroused. If you're anxious, it's difficult to get aroused. And so the thing is that most guys think, oh, well, this is just happening because I have ED, because I have sexual anxiety. But what's actually happening is there's behaviors that are leading up to the bedroom that are causing it. And so the behavior is when you have thoughts come up about this, is engaging with it, is participating in it, allowing it to take over your attention. So you at any moment can choose what to focus on. Right now, you've chosen to focus on a video talking about how to get harder erections. You can choose to pick up the phone and call your mother or a friend, or you can go on TikTok, whatever. You are choosing what to do with your attention. So if you have thoughts come up like, is she going to leave me? Am I going to get hard? Whatever the consequence that you're worried about is. And if you look back on the day leading up to your sexual situations, chances are your behavior is that you've allowed yourself to stay in an anxious state all day. So don't, think back on that situation. Think back on the last time you lost an erection and ask yourself, like, what was my day like leading up to it? Now, I want you to imagine, instead of thinking all those thoughts, that imagine that I followed you around for a day and I was like, you're going to get hard. This is going to be great. You're going to have so much fun. You know what? You're going to make her come so hard. And you two, even if you don't, it's going to be really fun. And like, no big deal. It's going to be great. Well, if I followed you around for a day and then sent you into the bedroom like that, your chances of getting hard would go up dramatically. So by the way, if you want that, that's kind of what coaching is like. But basically what's happening in those situations is that you're choosing what your emotional state will be based on what you allow your attention to be focused on for periods of time. So if you want to get harder erections, you don't have to try and get harder. What you have to do is just make sure throughout the day that's leading up to sex that you don't allow yourself to feel like shit. Do anything that makes you feel better. Go for a bike ride, go exercise, go running, do a hobby that you like, do creative work, talk to friends. Anything that makes you feel better is going to put you in a situation where your chances of going into the bedroom and getting hard and staying hard are going to go up dramatically, because harder erections are not really a byproduct of effort to make them harder, but of removing things that interfere with them. So focus on having a good day. Challenge yourself, like, okay, I'm going to try what Cam's saying. The next day that I'm probably going to have sex, I'm going to challenge myself to really feel good, and then I'm going to see if this works. And if it works, I'm going to go watch more of his YouTube videos, or I'm going to go on his website and sign up for a call. So if you want help, you can do that. But either way, keep going. This is a really fixable problem. And, it just takes a little bit of effort, but not trying to get hard. You're just trying to deal with the behaviors that prevent you from getting hard. So good luck. I'll see you around.